It's Saturday, October 4th, 2025. Time for another Fireside Chat with Dizzy. I know the fuzzy little puppy is curled up on my bed. Licorice is over there. Misty is over there. And yes, I camped out again last night. And the pot, that's for a subject of another video. Something I'm wanting to try today. But so we camped out last night. It got a bit chilly. I got down, according to the thermometer on my phone, it was like 48 or so when I woke up this morning. I had put the rain fly on the tent last night so that it kept any heat in. Only got up to use the bathroom, and since what I use for a cot is a lounge chair, I just tilted the head start part up and just stayed in there and played some games on my phone for a bit. I did have a little electric heater that I turned on. It was only 100 watts, and it didn't really make a difference. I have another electric heater at home. It's has two settings, 750 watts and 1500 watts, I think. I might try that the next time I camp out here. Of course, it's not something that I would be running at night, basically just to take the chill out of the morning so that I get up. And I did do the smart thing with my jeans, and I put them in my foot of my bed, so when I put them on this morning, I wasn't putting on cold pants. It was the last time I camped out. I did not want to get dressed because my clothes were cold. But it's warmed up. It's at least into the 50s. Not sure how warm it is, but let's see. What did I get done this week? Well, did not have a lesson this week with Misty. Instead, we went on a trail ride, and did not go as far as we wanted because I got to the point where I knew I was going to have trouble getting back if we didn't stop. That's the farthest I've ridden since 2019. Yeah, the last time I went on a trail ride was June 30th, 2019, and that was the year my mom had died, and just had everything start come crashing in on me. So I am slowly but surely getting back to where I was. It feels like I'm rediscovering myself all over again, because it's like I don't have my parents, I don't have my husband, my kids are grown and out of the house, and figure I got married just before I turned 22, widowed shortly after I turned 61, so it's like I've spent my life either being somebody's daughter, somebody's wife, somebody's mother, what have you, and now it's just me. I'm finding out who I am. So that was about all I really did with working with the horses this week. Before I forget, the reason I'm doing this today and not Sunday is we have an annual fellowship fire at church once a year, and that's going to be this Sunday. So I'm not going to have a chance to really make a fire then. Make a video then, because yeah, I'm in charge of the fire. I don't know what they're going to do when I move, but that's this Sunday. So it's like last night was when I was camping out. I've checked the forecast for the rest of the month, and it looks like I'll be able to camp out until the end of the month. After that, even if it's warm enough, with the time change, it just gets dark too early. I don't want to be out here and just hanging around in the dark. Yeah, I can read, play games, watch videos on my phone, what have you, but it's like I don't really want to. So, let me see. I'm almost done with the outhouse. Thought I was going to be done, but had a little bit of trouble getting the doorknob on, but I have gotten the doorknob part on it. I still needed to get the latch on. I think I figured that out, so that'll be done today. Of course, has the roof, it has the floor, it just needs the doorknob, it needs the mirror hung properly, and a few other little bits and pieces, and it'll be done. And yeah, I'll be posting a video of that. And this has given me ideas for when I finally get my own farm. I have a dedicated camping area as to what I'm going to be doing. Let's see. House. Well, I have been getting more and more and more done. Every day I get up and said I'm not wasting the time watching a bunch of videos, playing a bunch of games. This morning was a little bit different because I was out here and I don't have to drive. I've already eaten breakfast. My horses have been fed. But I actually took some stuff to the thrift store this week. Got more papers sorted out. And I'm watching the horses. And I am definitely making progress. When I get home this afternoon, I will spend some time working in my basement. I've worked. Monday is when I clean the bathroom if I have any extra time, because it's also the day every other week when I have errands that I run. So that's on Monday. Tuesday is my bedroom. Wednesday is the kitchen. Thursday is the living room. Friday is the den. And then Saturday is the basement. Once I get the den done, then it's going to be that back bedroom. But like I said, I'm making progress. And sometimes when I get the stuff out of one room, I put it in the living room. And then when I clean the living room, as I work on sorting that stuff. But I've got more papers sorted out, so that's good. Yard. If you've watched my videos from earlier in the year, you know that I had a fox kill the majority of my chickens, and I had a flock at home which I brought out to the farm, and chickens are now old enough to go back home. Well, I had chicken wire bird on the ground on basically 1.5 sides, needed to put it on the other sides, and thought about waiting to do it. Well, I was hearing a possum. It sounded like it was coming from close to that area, and possums will dig, and it's like I don't feel like losing any more birds. So I had to go to Tractor Supply the one day, and I got some chicken wire, got that buried, got the pen is all set up. I'll be taking chickens home today. I had been going to mark them last night as to who I was taking, but that didn't happen. That'll be tail for a little bit. And so chickens will be going home today. I did do some mowing, some raking. I've been working on getting old deck boards, the nails out. I'm going to be bringing a lot of them out here for a project out here. So that's what I've been doing for the week. Now last night, my one friend did come and stay for the fire, and it was around 10:30 when she starts leaving, and then she starts yelling, "There's animals out." Well, there sure enough were. There were donkeys out. And we were able to figure out where they got out, but it's dark out, and they were out on the road. And at least they went on the road when we were trying to round them up. And they walked down the road to where the gate is to get to the owner's house, and she went in to open that gate up, and they turned around and they walked back the other way, and I was able to get them in a field, tied up the board with a piece of baling twine. But the owner, my friend had gone and gotten, decided that she wanted them in the barn because she knew they couldn't get out of the barn. So then it was a matter of getting them in the barn, and of course you couldn't get the donkeys in the barn without getting the horses in the barn. So she finally just said forget it. She got them all in, and she says she's leaving them there for overnight. If I have time this morning, I will go down and see if I can't do something with that board that they got down and put it up a little bit better. Like, it's one reason why I don't like wooden fences. It's easy for them to press against them, especially from the outside. So that's what they did. They pressed against it from the outside, and by pressing against it from the outside, it came off because it's screwed in. And if they had put the board on the other side, they wouldn't have had that problem. But that's where I am for the week. I need to get moving. I got some other stuff to do, and I'll talk at you later.